Hey y'all, it's Joanna, and I love to DIY on a budget and make beautiful home decor. And if you like to sew, then catch me on Saturdays. Now, let's get crafty. Okay, y'all, this is Craft Your Stash with Lisa. This is not mine and Tasha's Craft Your Stash Thursday. Or Craft Your Stash time. This is Lisa's time. And so Lisa is the host of this one. We rotate them out every other month to give us a break, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know why we do that, but we do it. But anyway, there's the host of this one is Lisa with Crafting My Best Life with Lisa, and she has as a guest host or co-host Glue Lala. So what we do is we just get in our stash of stuff, which we all have a lot of, and we start using it to craft. This one is a bee themed, and I'm just going to tell y'all, I am so ashamed of one of them. I could just not even post it, but you know, I got to have something. So the links to their channels and the entire playlist will be in my description box. Make sure you check it out to be totally inspired. Now, for the first one, I picked up this vase, and it's glass on the inside, but it's got like a chalky, ceramic-y outside, and I'm going to paint it with Waverly's Maze. This thing was so easy to paint. I picked this up last year or late fall, whatever. But at some point in time, I picked this up at the Dollar Tree. Okay, y'all, my brain don't work. So there's the coat of paint, and I am going to take a paint marker. Okay, and this just seems to be easier than me trying to paint one on because I can actually get it, you know, pretty circular, I thought. But anyway, this is going to be my honey hole, or hive hole, okay? So, yeah. Okay, and then I went around the edge with the black. So now I'm going to take jute, and I'm going to measure how much I need, okay? I think this is easier than me trying to put it on and then cut it off. That's just my opinion of it, so I'm going to burn it and get all the fuzzies off. You'll have to excuse me, my mucus is not my friend this week actually, but anyway, allergies are terrible. But I'm going to take this and I'm going to put glue on the ends of it, okay, and I'm going to roll it. Now, little did I know, when I was rolling one and unrolling the other, and I thought, just stop and glue it and push it, so that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to glue that around the honey hole thingy there. The black hole. I'm going to glue it around the black hole. So I'm just going to put glue around that. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm looking for. Oh, tacky glue. I didn't use hot glue because I didn't figure it'd work. So I'm going to take Aleene's tacky glue. This is turbo tacky. And man, it was turbo. It stuck quick. I love this stuff. But anyway, I'm just trying to dab it and get a little bit on there because I don't want an excess of glue hanging around. And I'm just going to set my little ropey thing I made around there and then clean up all my glue and push it in. When my glue dried, I painted it black. I used a Posca, whatever marker. And then I had to use a little bit of chalk paint. But these are wood glue sticks, okay? I'm pretty sure they're made by Surebonder. And you see what color they are? Well, they actually dry a glassy form of that color, and it actually looks like honey. So I was like, hey, win-win, because I don't use them for anything else anyway, pretty much. Even though I use that glue the whole time because mine wasn't stuck down. But anyways, I'm just going to add it to my honey daubers. I don't know where I got these. Might have been Hobby Lobby a long time ago. They were in my stash, so I don't know where I got them. But anyways, I put that over that. You don't have to paint this or nothing. It just goes on there. This is a bunch of daisies from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to bend it and stick it down in there. No floral foam necessary because I couldn't get floral foam down in that hole and get it to stay in any form or fashion. So, yeah. So, my honey dauber kept falling down in there. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm trying real hard here, but I give up, and I go get a little skewer. And then I take the wood glue, that's, the hot glue gun, and I'll glue the wood skewer to the honey dauber. I'm really trying, y'all. Just don't pay attention to me. And then I'm going to put that in there. See, like that right there. It looks like a rocket, but it'll sit right on the edge of that, and that just made me happy. So I've got these buttons I got from Hobby Lobby too, and I'm going to take flush cutters, is what I call them. I don't know what you call them. I call them flush cutters. And I'm going to cut that button part off, and then I'm just going to take, this is when I realized my glue wasn't stuck down. I'm going to take that hot glue, it works, and I put it on a petal, had to rip it off, and I'm going to end up putting it in the middle on a stem because I didn't realize how heavy these little boogers were, and it kept pulling my little petals down. So I was like, forget this mess. I just ripped it off while the glue was still warm and turned that around, and then there was only one little spot, so I clipped it off, and you couldn't even tell. You know, we crafters make mistakes sometimes. We just roll with the flow sometimes and keep it going, okay? And it works out in the long run. So yeah, so there it is. And then I'm going to glue the other bee to this right here. Just put a little blob on it and glue it right in the hole there. These are the cutest little bees. I thought they were just perfect. So there you go. And I think I show you something else, but not here. Oh, I do. I put a piece of jute on it, okay, and just glued a jute, just tied a jute bow on it, and then got it dirty, and here is the second one, and I'm not happy with this one, I'll just tell you, but this is a birdhouse that I got from Hobby Lobby, okay, I got it last year or the year before, I don't know how long I've had it, to be honest with you, but I'll show you the other one in the final reveal. You'll get a better look at them in the final reveal, I promise. But I took that thing off. I don't want it on there. And you couldn't pull it down from the inside. And I gave it a coat of maize. Actually, it took 3 coats of maize. It's acrylic paint, but it covered better than chalk paint, to be honest with you. So that's why I used it. And it was a little bit darker. And I don't know. It just covered better. So I had to have it to cover up those black, not black spots, the drawings on the birdhouse. I'll get it together in a minute. And this is fabric that I got. I don't know where I got it. I'm thinking I got that at the Dollar Tree. I'm almost positive I got those fat quarter rolls at the Dollar Tree a couple years ago. So I'm just going to take a hefty amount of Mod Podge that I'm smearing all over everywhere. And I'm going to put it all over the top. And then I am going to just lay my fabric right over the top. I don't want it on any of the edges. I'm going to lay it right over the top. And I'm going to work that down. Okay. And this is going to be my little honeycomb roof here. You can see the roof tiles through it. That didn't bother me. I thought it was kind of cute when I looked at it. I thought, well, there's the roof tiles. That, blends in, looks kind of cute. So now I'm going to give it a big old coat of Mod Podge. And then I had these wood pieces. Those are those Posca or Posca markers. I don't know how to say it. But anyway, you see what they are. And I colored these just like a kid coloring. And then I whitewashed my flowers because they were a little too bright. So now once my Mod Podge dried, I'm going to take my X-Acto knife and I couldn't cut that. That was too hard. I end up cutting that with scissors, but I'm going to cut the edges. That's easier to see. And then I'll use my scissors and cut it off flush where that is needed and get rid of that excess fabric right there. Y'all make sure it's totally dry before you start cutting your fabric because it will be a mess. Now I got these coffee stir sticks. I found them at Walmart down one of those, seen it on TV aisles or whatever where they got a bunch of stuff. I went through there the other day. I don't even know why. Oh, yes, I do. I went to the bathroom, so I came back through that way. And I seen these, and I was like, wow, I didn't even know that stuff over there existed, to be honest with you. I usually go and get what I'm supposed to get and look around the craft part and then leave. But I'm going to measure these out across my roof, and I'm going to trim my roof out with these coffee stir sticks, okay? It was absolutely perfect to do this with, and it's because my fabric looked weird at the top because it had a little wrinkle on it, and I didn't like it. So I figured, why not trim it out with these sticks because I had them anyway. And then I glued my pieces on the front and put some moss on it and painted those sticks black, and that was hideous. You'll see it in the final reveal. I'll even try to slow it down for you. But it looks like a kindergartner did it. It was terrible. I was so ashamed of myself. But anyways, this sign, I got it, painted it with a maze. It was from from Dollar Tree. The stand was from Dollar Tree. I painted it black. This is vinyl that matched, and I just had it in my stash. I didn't even know if it was going to work anymore. It actually did not work with this transfer tape because my transfer tape was blah. So I had to go get more transfer tape. And then I stuck it down and my husband called and I forgot to push record. So I am so sorry. But all you do is squeegee your vinyl down and then lift up your transfer tape. You can use stickers or whatever you want to do this. And I'm going to take Tite Bond Quick and Thick and some hot glue. I know I'm going kind of fast, but this one was just easy. It was just easy peasy. Take a sign, put something on it, stick it on a stand or something from the Dollar Tree. You got a sign. There you go. I'm not trying to be rude, but that's all it is. That's all it is. I don't know how else to explain it. But here is the final reveal, okay? I'll show you this one first because I did it first and I like it more than any of them, I think. I do like the sign, but anyways. That's how it looks when the glue dries. And it looks like little golden honey just pouring off everything. And I love it. There's my little bees. That's just a closer look. And that's where I dirtied it up a little bit. It was really bright yellow and I didn't like it. If you got bright yellow honey, it's usually not real. But anyway. And there's the sign. Be nice or buzz off. I try my best to be nice to everybody. I really do. I try to practice to treat people the way I would want to be treated, honestly. But anyways, I like the be nice or buzz off sign, but look at that hideous thing. It looks like my grandkids did it. I hate it. I hate it. I wanted to smash it on the floor. But, yeah, there's the roof. There's my little sticks. I painted a black, one of those cardboard flowers to put in the middle to be the hole. And then put my... I even put black lines on that stuff to try to make it look better, and it was still so bad. It was so bad. If you're still here, I appreciate you so much. God bless you. God bless you. But just check out everybody that's in my description box, the playlist and the host, because I'm sure that you'll see a lot better than what I did. But, I'll catch y'all next time. You are a blessing, especially if you're still here. Goodbye.